YouTube? I'm back with another video. Back on the channel with Big Boy Shenanigans. You know what I'm saying? We're doing something different today. Boy finna go ahead and mount up. So, you want to be cut up. I'm gonna show y'all the way that I cut them up. To mount them up for 6s, 8s, and 30s, to be honest. It really ain't no secret. But a lot of people really lift their own cars up and they cut their own cars, but you gotta learn how to get that cut right. When you know what I'm saying, once you put them big rims on your car, man, that cut game is make a big difference. I don't care how wet your paint is, what kind of rims you got on. You can have $30,000 rims on your shit, $10,000 paint job, but if that cut is trash, you gonna get talked about. It's gonna make the whole car ugly. You know what I'm saying? If you in the car world, everybody know that. Everybody know if you in the car world, that cut game gotta be A1. Now I done started on this car already. I don't know if y'all can tell, but I just did the backside right here. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if y'all can tell, but I done started, and that's just really my first cut on it. So now I gotta trim it up, smooth it out. Then I gotta do the front. Gotta cut the front. I gotta cut where the bump at. You know. So I'm gonna show y'all what it's supposed to look like when y'all do car cut, man. Cause I did this one. I lifted it and I cut this one. But this was something like a rush cut on this one. I could have smoothed it out a little bit more than what I did when I first lifted the car up. But you can kind of tell the cut gotta be straight all the way around. Man, the front bumper, I could, like I said, it was a rush cut. I could have went a little smoother right here. You know what I'm saying? I could have went a little smoother, made it kind of smoother on now. But hey, like I said, it was just a rush cut on it. And it is what it is. But on this one, this ain't my car. So we're gonna do it right. So first thing first, man, what I did was, hope everybody know this, but please protect yourself with gloves, long sleeve shirt. I usually have like a welded sleeve, but they too hot, so I just use a long sleeve shirt, some gloves, you know what I'm saying? And I got a helmet. You can use a mask, but I like to use the helmet because the sparks can hit y'all in your face, and you ain't even gotta, you know what I'm saying, blink or whatever. First cut that I did was, it might look like a lot, but it really ain't. It's just the first cut. So I probably took out about 2 inches. A lot of people use tape it up all the way around, see where they gonna cut it. I don't use tape, man. I just go by eye. Cut it back, put your wheels on. I got enough experience to know exactly where it's gonna be at. So when I put the wheels on, all I have to do is kind of like just touch it up. Like I might have to hit a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna show you everything that you're gonna have to take out when you mount your car up for 8s. 6s, you really ain't gotta do this, but if you really want a full U-turn on 26s, at least about 90% of your turn on 26s on these Crown Vics, you know what I'm saying, you can do this. But I know on 8s and 30s, one thing you gotta do, you gotta cut down this whole wall right here. You gotta cut all that back. You know what I'm saying? Usually what I do, I just cut it like this here, and I beat it back. Or I just cut this down, and I beat it back. Then you gotta cut this little wall out. You know what I'm saying? When you hear the term of notching your frame on the Crown Vics, you notch your frame. Cut this out, all the way up across here, and you cut this big part out. So, you know what I'm saying? You kind of see what I'm talking about. You get back started with your man, and I'm gonna cut you back on when I get so far so I can show y'all exactly what I'm talking about. First thing first, what you're gonna need, man, I got that big baby out here with me so I can stay cool. It's a little warm out here, but first thing you're gonna need your grinder. Now I got me a Porter cable. You know, that big boy Porter cable, the biggest one they got. Because I made a mistake and bought the small one, and he didn't have enough RPMs to, you know, do what I'm doing now. So get you a nice size grinder. You know what I'm saying? Get you a nice size grinder. And then go to Lowe's, Home Depot, Walmart got them, but they wear out fast. Get your cutting wheel. Now this is what I got. Got a DeWalt cutting wheel, 0.045. You can get them bigger than this. This is just a 4.5-inch wheel. But you can get them bigger than this, like a 5-inch wheel. But you know, sometimes it get a little complicated when you try to get into little small spots or whatever. But that big wheel make it last a whole lot longer. And then to me, well, it just all depends on what you prefer. You know what I'm saying? But this is a good wheel to start out with. Cutting wheel. Make sure it cut metal, stainless cuts. You know what I'm saying? 4.5. Make sure it's a cutting wheel, not a grinding wheel. Make sure it's a cutting wheel. A lot of people go get a grinding wheel about 3 times thicker than this, and they think that's what you use to cut. Some people cut with it, but they leave a nasty, ugly cut, man, and I hate it. So go get you a cutting wheel, man. That's really all you need. It's cutting wheel, a nice side grinder. Sometimes I have a file with me, and sometimes I don't, but I got so good with this grinder that I don't even use no file no more, you know. And then I come back with that grinder, with that wheel, and smooth these edges out. A file will do the same thing, you know, if you just want to take a file to it and kind of smooth it out. But I done got comfortable enough, and I done did so many cars that I can actually use that grinder wheel and smooth all that out right there. You know, so yeah, that's just a heads up, man. But what I did was show y'all what I just did. I just cut a few notches out in order to save my wheel. I do this to save my wheel. Now it's on you if you want to do this, because when I first started, I used to just cut all this up. I just take my grinder wheel and I just cut it up. Now I'm to the point where I'll be trying to save my wheel, so I just get a hammer, you know, and I bend this in up into here. You know, I got like a 3-pound hammer, and it works perfect, man. I mean, it do works. That 3-pound hammer is a beast. So I'm gonna take my 3-pound hammer. I'm gonna grab it for you right now. You know what I'm saying? Beat it in like that. Let me show you. Just like that, man. All I do. Beat that mother around. Now, got a notch this frame here. This is exactly what I was talking about. Cut there. I don't know if you can see on it. Cut across the bottom there. So cut your wheels off. And come across here. It's just how I do it, man. Everybody do it different. Now, problem might be, like, for instance, you know what I'm saying, when you get this far, cut it all the way across here, make sure they cut all the way across, this cut all the way across, and get your crowbar, screwdriver or something, and put off from here and pull it out. The screwdriver back there, so you break that wheel, work second, the screwdriver will flip out your hand and you'll bust your knuckles and cut your hand up. So I just grab a crowbar. See if I can do this. I'm trying to work with one hand. Oh, okay, now we bent all that down like I was telling y'all earlier. This is not the main, that's not the main frame, just like a support beam, you know, to help out the main frame, you know. But this is the main frame is behind it. And they bend this whole little piece down. After I bend this piece down, just to save your wheel. Come across here, you can just make a half cut all the way through. You gotta cut it all the way. And then you come back, and you just bend that back and forth, and it'll break right off. And boom, I just cut it halfway through. And we'll see we cut enough. Yep, cut enough. Should go back and forth a few times. Get easier. Man, you gotta cut this back some. Gotta make sure you get enough wheels, man. I did just wheels I had laying around the house. Just one wheel. Just one wheel so far. It was already about 3/4 gone. Well, it was only 3/4 of the way, you know, wheel. So all this got me here, and it got me this right here for one wheel. So you're gonna have to get you at least about 5 wheels, man, just to be on the safe side. Boom. Cutting this switch like that, and I'm finna beat it down with a hammer. Boom, I beat it down with the hammer. I'm just finna take my wheel and cut it across here. That's the fastest way. Cut all the way across. Really, that's it. Screw this up so it won't cut into your tires, because I just did a little pre-cut. I ain't cut it. The bumper. I ain't even cut from still a test. Cut all of that. Then once I cut all of that, I can snatch it off. See, I ain't really cut it off. So that's all. Pull most of that off. All this gonna get hit anyway. See, like I said, I don't use tape. I just go by eye. If you look at it, it's just about how it's supposed to be. Here, all the way down, it's just about how it's supposed to be. When I come back, all I gotta do is put the towel on, and we'll go from there. Yes, sir. So, that's the cut on it. Like I said, y'all, that's just a rough cut. Y'all see how smooth it is just off that rough cut. You know, I ain't smooth it out yet. We're gonna try these tires. We're gonna see how much more. Let's see how much more I got to cut. Go to rim right here, man.
I caught him on his second pair.
Yeah, it's just a test fit, man. I was pretty damn on it on the first. It's the second run, but on the first run, we only had a little small notch right here. We're gonna knock that off. I already cut it because I already knew. Just to give myself some room, but now this the front. About right here, I had to cut like another inch off. I did that, and y'all can see for yourself how straight that cut is. You know, you can take the sandpaper and smooth it on out, or you can take a file and smooth it on out. But we're gonna check it now. You on 28? You ain't worried about that jet. Go. You gotta knock that back down some a little bit. We good right here. Come on back this way. Go this way. Stop right there. Come back this way just a little bit. We got this much room, man. We need enough. For me, personally, I put like, if I can get a finger in there, I got enough room. So the only thing I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna cut just a little piece off right here. That's it. We good for this side, man. Like I said, I'm gonna hit that back down some. I couldn't find my big gun, but I'm gonna hit it back down some a little bit more than what I did. And that's it. That's it. Alright, you straighten it up, Bo. So finish this side. You see everything that came off of finish this side now. There we go. See what it look like. Now, we're gonna do this other side the same exact way. And I ain't gonna show y'all step for step on that side because it's really the same exact thing. But when I finish with it, I'm gonna cut you back on. Alright. You're on the first rail. Alright, go forward, forward. Forward. Alright, that's it. just like lock, just turn the wheel, make sure the motherfucker ain't screwed back and forth. Come this way. Oh. Good up on there. Turn back up. Turn all the way this way. Now come on. I was just touching on that wild horn back there. I use a zip tie to tie it out the way. But turn that way. Along. Good work. Bob, go ahead. All right, come on back. Here we go. We're testing out the last 10 rides. Get a little block, but we ain't gonna do that, but we ain't got time. Well, he ain't got no light, my bad. That's what I meant to say. He ain't got no light, so we can't really do no dick. That's it. We're done with that part. Now we can finish sanding it down. We're gonna take the rims off. Finish sanding it down. Figure this thing straight.